Hello friends, welcome to our channel Mechanical Motivator. In this video, we will be seeing the derivation of velocity and acceleration of the piston. So, just I will be explaining step by step how to derive the velocity and acceleration of the piston. So, this is the motion of a crank and connecting rod of the reciprocating IC engine. So let us consider the motion of the crank and the connecting rod of the reciprocating IC engine, and OC will be representing the crank and PC will be representing the connecting rod. Just imagine the crank is rotating with an angle theta. If the crank is at 0 degree, it will be at the inner dead center, and the connecting rod will be at the point P dash. So this point P will be at the P dash initially when the crank is at 0 degree. When the crank start rotating, it will be having a small displacement and coming to a point P with having some angle theta. So this X will be representing the displacement of the reciprocating body P from inner dead center when it tries to move to the outer dead center, having a time T, during which the crank would have made an angle theta. So this is the basic outline of the diagram. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to derive the velocity and acceleration. Once we derive the velocity means if we further differentiate, we'll be getting acceleration. So this is the concept. So let us consider L is the length of the connecting rod and R is the radius of the crank. Phi is the inclination angle between connecting rod and the line of stroke PO. So N is the nothing but ratio of length of connecting rod to the crank, radius of the crank. So it can be written as L by R. N is equal to L by R. So now we will be going back to the, now we're going to derive the velocity. So going back, so this X can be represented as, X can be written as P dash P. X can be written as P dash P, which is nothing but OP dash. So listen, OP dash minus OP. So OP dash minus OP. So this OP dash can be written as P dash C dash plus C dash O. So P dash C dash plus C dash O. OP dash can be written as P dash C dash plus C dash O, and this OP can be written as PQ plus QO. That's what they have written. So PQ means the PQ, this is PQ, right? So the length of the connecting rod can be resolved into two components. So one will be horizontal component will be L cos phi and vertical will be L sin phi. Same while crank, the crank can be resolved in two components. So horizontal will be R R cos theta and vertical will be R sin theta. That's what they have written here. PQ. PQ is the horizontal component, which is nothing but L cos phi, and QO is also the horizontal component, which is nothing but R cos theta. So just substitute these two in these two. So finally P dash C dash. So P dash and C dash is nothing but L, and crank CO is R. So that's what they have written. So now take R as common. Take R common from here and R cos theta. So R, if taken common, means we can write 1 minus, if this R goes common, we can write minus cos theta. Same while club L both the terms. So take L common. So L is taken out. So here we can write 1 minus, if L is taken out means minus cos phi. So among this, take R as common from entire thing. So once R is taken common means we can write 1 minus cos theta as it is. Plus in here we are not having R. So just divide by R. L divided by R. Since we have taken out means we have to multiply and divide by R. So L divided by R, 1 minus cos phi. This L minus R can be written as N, as we already saw. N is equal to L by R. So instead of L by R, write N. So this is the first equation. Have a mark. Next, what we're going to do is from triangle CPQ and CQO, that is CPQ and CQO, we can write as I already said. Now they are going to write the vertical component, that is L sin phi is equal to R sin theta. Vertical component is L sin phi and here L cos theta. So these two, L sin phi and R sin theta. These can be written as, if you take L by R as take this R to the denominator, so L by R will be having, and take this sin phi to the other side. So sin theta by sin phi. L by R we can write as N. So already we saw previously. So n is the ratio of the connecting rod and crank radius. So LBR is equal to n. So sine theta by sine phi can be written as, so just take sine phi to the other side. Just take sine phi to the other side and bring the n down. So sine phi is equal to sine theta by n. So this is the equation 2. Already we had equation 1. So this is the equation 2. So now we know that cos phi can be written as root of 1 minus sine square phi. So instead of putting root, they have put 1 by 2. So cos phi formula is 1 minus sine square phi 1 by 2. Sine phi can be written as sine theta by n. So sine square theta by n square whole power 1 by 2. So above term can be expressed by a binomial theorem, and neglecting the higher term means, so this one will be written as it is, and 1 by 2 will be coming down. 1 by 2 into sine square theta by n square and so on. So we can neglect the higher terms. So just keep as it is and bring 1 to the other side. So 1 minus cos phi and write the remaining term. Sorry, bring this cos phi to the right hand side and bring this 1 by 2 to the other side. So automatically what we will be having, 1 minus cos phi is equal to sine square theta by 2n square. Now substitute this is the third equation. Now substitute this third equation in equation 1, that instead of 1 minus cos theta, instead of 1 minus cos phi, substitute sine square theta by 2n square. So finally we can instead of 1 minus cos phi, substitute that value. So we'll be having like this. So this n and this n can be get cancelled, and just write as it is, or 1 minus cos theta plus sine square theta by 2n, and n will be getting cancelled, right? So this is the fourth equation. Now what we're going to do, we're going to differentiate the equation 4 with respect to theta. So dx by d theta. So differentiate the equation 4 with respect to theta. R is common, keep as it is. So 1 we can ignore because we are not having theta, and minus cos theta can be written as sine theta. Sine square theta can be written as 2 sine theta into 2. So 2 sine theta into cos theta. Yeah, we can write as, see, listen here, 1 by 2n. 1 by 2n is a denominator, it's constant. Sine square theta can be written as 2 sine theta. Sine theta can be written as cos theta. So this is the, after the differentiating we'll be having, and 2 sine theta cos theta can be written as sine 2 theta. This is the formula in trigonometry. 2 sine theta cos theta can be written as sine 2 theta. So write sine 2 theta. Finally dx by d theta is equation 5. So r sine theta plus sine 2 theta by 2n. Now we know the velocity of P with respect to O. That is velocity of piston. We can write as VPO. Velocity of piston means PO. This is the piston will be moving right in the line of stroke, right? So velocity of piston is VPO, is nothing but VP. We need to differentiate with respect to time. That is dx by dt is nothing but the velocity of the piston. This can be written as dx by d theta into d theta by dt. So d theta by dx by theta we just now got. D theta by dt we know ratio of change of angular velocity is equal to d theta by dt. So omega. So d theta by dt can be written as omega. Dx by d theta we just now got. So just substitute omega into dx by d theta. Whatever we got here, just substitute here. So this is the velocity of the piston. From Klein's construction, we know whatever term is next to the omega is can be written as OM from Klein construction. So VP is equal to omega into OM. So OM, write the entire term whatever is next to the omega. So next we have determined, this is the value, we have determined the velocity of piston. Next, if you want to determine the acceleration, just differentiate the rate of change of velocity once again with respect to time. So if you differentiate, we get easily get the acceleration of the piston. So acceleration of piston AP is nothing but differentiate velocity of the piston with respect to time. So dVP by d theta into d theta by dt. D theta by dt is nothing but omega. So just differentiate that velocity dVP with respect to theta. So if you differentiate means just see here, the omega can be written as it is. Omega will be as it is, and r is as it is. Sine theta can be written as cos theta, and sine 2 theta can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta. Sine 2 theta can be differentiating means cos 2 theta into 2. So cos 2 theta into 2. So these two can be easily cancelled. 2 and 2 will be get cancelled, and finally omega r cos theta cos 2 theta by n. So after differentiating, we have just got the value. Now we're going to substitute, that is just substitute in acceleration of the piston. So acceleration of the piston we know already. So this differentiating with respect to d theta into omega. So here we are already having omega. So omega into omega, omega square, and write the entire term. So omega or cos theta. So whatever value we got, omega or cos theta plus cos 2 theta by n into omega, because acceleration of piston is nothing but we will be multiplying into omega. So finally we'll be getting omega square into our the entire term. So this is the equation 7. Now we got the value of acceleration of piston. Now there are few cases. Just imagine the crank is at inner dead center. So what happens? The theta will be 0 degree. So what is cos 0? 1. So cos 0 is 1 and cos 0 is 1. So entire equation is reduced to omega square or 1 plus 1 by n. If the crank is at outer dead center, then theta is equal to 180 degree. So cos 180 is nothing but minus 1. Cos 180 is minus 1. So cos 2 into 180 is 360. Cos 360 is 1. So AP is, acceleration of piston can be reduced to omega square or minus 1 plus 1 by n. Just imagine the direction of motion is reversed to the outer dead center because it's moving from inner to outer. So there will be a change of sign. So automatically what happens, due to the reversed motion, there will be changing the sign for the above expression. So once if you change means 1 by n minus 1, we can just write the acceleration of the piston as omega square or 1 minus 1 by n, since it's moving from inner dead center to outer dead center in the anti-clockwise direction. Just see here, the crank is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. So what happens is, so since it's rotating in opposite direction, we can change this sign because it's going to the outer dead center. So finally we will be having acceleration of the piston is equal to omega square or 1 minus 1 by n. If you have any doubt in the video means, you just type in the comment section. Please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Then only you will be getting all the videos which I upload. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.